In Uganda, we have enough prominent women to create enough role models for the young ladies. But look at our First Lady. Very calm, making progress, impacting Uganda, impacting lives in this nation, around the world, by small programs like taking care of orphans when she had just come in, by taking on the Ministry of Karamoja when most people had given up on Karamoja, by right now heading the biggest, most complicated ministry in government, the Ministry of Education. We have the Minister of Health taking over, completely managing the COVID situation. And so there again and again, women like that in our community. They were there at that time, but not as many. And so, I think on each one of them, I picked something. Yes. And so when parents take children to school, it really shouldn't be on which school scored the highest grades the previous year, because that seems to be what is driving where parents take their kids. And sometimes those schools actually don't have good morals. And what your children will pick for life is not the history grades, it's not the physics grades, it is the value system of that school that will shape their future. And so I think the principal reason for taking children to school is the value system. Yes. First of all, I want to encourage the young ladies, it's not your fault. And do not ever devalue yourself to make yourself acceptable and approved. Because when you do that, you become less than God intended you to be. And when you're less than God intended you to be, you will have very low self-esteem and you will have no influence that God intended you to influence. So it's not your fault. Secondly, what attracts, whether it's a boy to a girl or a girl to a boy, is less what they have in society and how much money or how much authority or what name they have, but who they are. And my question to these young ladies is, can the real you shine through the facade that people think you are? Can the real me shine through the label of executive director? Because if what people see when we come into contact with one another is executive director and not Alan Kagina, the character that God has made me to be, then that label might just block our interaction. And so what do we portray? What do you young ladies portray when you meet a young man? Opportunities being taken up by women. And I can only say that there is a lot more. There's a lot more opportunities that are not being taken up. And so when our children go to school, they must be thinking of what is available in the future for them, so that they do not disempower themselves by doing something that will not allow them to become the CEO of Stanbic or the head of the telecommunications. So I think women are already playing a significant role, but I think there's a lot more space we could take.